Hi, welcome to my sailing channel. This is Arlen Rosenoff, and this is Kokua My Ride, a Catalina 30 sailboat. My home base is Bitter End Marina on Lake Pend Oreille. My plan was to head up to the Clark Fork estuary and look at anchoring just to the north of the point. There's a really cool looking beach there that I could motor or paddle my dinghy over to and then explore landside. Looked like it'd be fun. When I got there, the bay was actually pretty full. There were people tied to mooring balls there. There were people trolling and fishing, and the beach was full of motorboats. So that's kind of not the quiet anchorage I was looking for. So I decided to head over to Garfield Bay, also a well-protected area, and typically pretty quiet from an anchorage standpoint. The next morning, I got up and pulled anchor and had some good, strong upwind sailing back to Bayview. Headed out of Scenic Bay, I've got really nice sailing conditions.
It's supposed to get up to almost 80 degrees today. Happy sails.
The winds started to taper off a little bit. The wind pretty much died out, so I resorted to motoring. I use this as an excuse to hug the shoreline and enjoy the scenery a little closer up. Anchored at Garfield Bay. There were a lot of people in the park earlier, but the sun's going down and they all went home. So now it's just me and the ducks. The temperature on Sunday got above 80 degrees. That was really nice. But Memorial Day, the forecast dropped by 15 degrees from one day to the next. That's a pretty good indication of the passage of a cold front. The weather report showed low pressure to the east of the area with a warm front followed by a cold front passing through. The warm front symbology is the red kind of half circle indications, and the cold front symbology is blue with triangles on it, which kind of makes it look like it has teeth. Cold fronts are notorious for having a little bit of a bite to them. So I was expecting a little bit of unsettled weather. The front was expected to pass at about 3 a.m. and that's exactly what it did. It's about 4 a.m. That front is passing through. And the boat's bouncing around quite a bit. This could get interesting. Thumping noise. I'm not worried about being on the water in this, but getting off of anchor could be an interesting challenge. Wind is coming from the east-southeast, which is the unprotected portion of this bay. My guess is that anchor is dug in so hard, it's going to be a challenge to get it out of the sandy bottom. Pulling anchor by hand turned out to be a little bit of a challenge, but I was able to do it. Leaving Garfield Bay. North Pend Oreille waves. I got about 15 knots. I've got one reef in the main and the 130 jib completely unfurled. And I'm doing 6.2 over the water. Making good progress. And it's actually really pretty out. Everything's so green. It's so lush. Oh my gosh. These lovely waves. A little bit of sun. Maiden Rock. Kind of an interesting formation of color there. This looks like a flame. That's really cool. Never noticed that before. Never been on this side so close. The sky's really pretty. There's just enough sun out to get some reflection on the water, which is kind of cool.
up to one reef in the main. Wind is, I don't know, 16 to 18 variable. Seems to be pretty happy now. Still got a 25-degree heat label.
Made the final tack, and I'm inbound to Bayview.
Headed into Bitter End Marina at Bayview.
Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the water.